next year, and we've known that the move was coming up, but now that we like have kind of an official place and know where we're going, it feels so much more real. So this next year I feel like really like will be all about just soaking up everything here in Florida and making sure that I am able to make the most of it and really remember like why this place is so special and has been so fun. I've been here for like 6 years now, which is crazy. And I don't know, there's just something about it that I know I will miss, and so going to have to take advantage of like as many days as I can being able to be here and come down to the beach and just enjoy all the things that I like doing here. My like Pilates studio that I like to go to, my favorite coffee shops, restaurants, friends, all the things that I'm like gonna miss, and just, you know, even like my drive when I go into town, driving over the bridge is always so peaceful, and I don't know, there's just a lot of things that, you know, I don't want to forget and want to make sure that I capture and remember, because this is like such a special place, even if that means like coming to the beach at sunset in the rain just to make the most of it. But super excited for the next chapter as well, and yeah, just sitting here thinking about that. Finn has a vet appointment today, and I want to go drop off all my books at the library and do a little exchange. It's been a while since I've done that, and it just took me a long time to get through these couple of books that I had. So I'm gonna head over there, and then otherwise I think I have some grocery errands today, and that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy going on. But we just had a nice morning. We got a coffee. I'm out of my cold brew today, and I thought it would just be nice to go get a little sweet treat. Since finding out that we are for sure moving next year, and just kind of like having that be an official decision and knowing like where we're going makes it so much more real. So I feel like now I just really want to spend like every day that I have off like making sure that I do something to take advantage of this area and do something that I love in my town that I'm currently in. And honestly, I hope that that's something that I do like the next place that we move to, just knowing that, you know, you're lucky to be where you are, and there are a lot of ways to take advantage of where you live no matter what it is, and just kind of like being a tourist in my own town. I really do want to do that over the next couple of months while we're getting ready for a big move. So today's little stop was Abide. It's this cute little coffee truck, and they just changed owners and put a lot of like outdoor seating out.
a lot more plants and things for people to like actually hang out instead of just walk up, get your coffee and go. So I'm excited to use that again when it cools off a little bit, but for now it's a little bit too hot to be sitting out in the morning. Finn is pretty, well, yeah, he's panting a lot from our walk, so we're blasting the AC, and yeah, but excited to come back in the fall. Maybe I could even like hotspot and work from there a little bit, but that was our kind of fun thing for this morning. And then we'll see if the afternoon, if it cools off a little bit, maybe I'll go to Sunset. After a really big storm last night, I was like, I just have to try to go to sunrise. Maybe it will have cooled it off a little bit. And oh my goodness, what a beautiful morning it was. Just never feels like you can have a bad day after starting down here like that. Sunrise this morning, and I am just so glad that I did. Like, over all of the last couple weeks, it's been way too hot to go outside or like storming, and there was kind of like a storm cloud that rolled through at one point this morning, but it was just like pleasant. I thought I was gonna be sweating, dying at like 8 a.m. Usually it always is, and no, it was super, super nice. A beautiful sunrise. So pleasant and just peaceful. And yes, it's humid, but there was a breeze when the storm cloud came through, and I'm just so glad that I went. It was so worth it to be outside and not be like just dripping sweat immediately. So I'm so glad that I went, and I feel like anytime that there is like, I don't know, just like a push to do something like in your head, you kind of have to follow that because it's coming from somewhere. And yeah, I don't know, it was just a really, really nice way to start the day. And I do have to work, so I'm gonna go over to one of my favorite coffee shops that opens pretty early and start the day there. And then I do also have acupuncture today, so I'll have to step out for that. And then we'll head home after that. Down before bed, but I'm kind of sad because I usually read every night before bed, and I went through my 2 books from the library this week so fast and finished both of them in like 2 days. So I need to go back and make another trip, but I wanted to recommend both of them because, like I said, I went through them really fast. They were easy, like quick reads, but also like emotional, had a lot of like depth and story behind them. So this one is called Memorial Days by Geraldine Brooks, and it just basically is kind of her going through the grieving process of losing her husband really suddenly. And I thought that it was a really well written, stunning book. I feel like I learned a lot and just kind of like reflected on a lot, the kind of just, I don't know, fragility of life and how lucky you are to have every single day and the people that you have in your life every day. And she also is just like a really great writer, and I guess now that I really enjoyed that, maybe I'll try out some of her other books. I'm not sure if they're similar genre or not. This was kind of more of like her own story, so her other stuff might be a little bit different, but definitely gonna check out her other things. And then Mitch Albom is like just iconic. He everything that I've read of his, he wrote Tuesdays with Maury and The 5 People That You Meet in Heaven. And this one I hadn't read before, and it's called The Stranger on the Lifeboat. And it was so good. This one, I wanted to pick it up like at every moment. I just really like the way that he writes. And even if you're not into reading, I did kind of read in his note at the end that he also has like some charities that he started and works closely with an orphanage in Haiti called Have Faith Haiti. And I just really enjoyed his book, and since I always like get books from the library and I don't really purchase books, I did decide to donate to his orphanage that he runs there. So if you feel so inclined, I'll link that in the description as well. I just think it's, you know, a great cause, and especially if you get books from the library, I don't know. I mean, when someone has like such a great charity like that too, I felt inclined to donate to that. So, but really enjoyed both of these. If he has any others that I haven't read, I'm gonna pick that up next time. And then, yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to make a trip. Maybe on my lunch break tomorrow I'll go back, because I really do love to like wind down in the evening with some kind of routine. Either, I mean, I love like my cleaning routine at the end of the night, doing all the counters, vacuuming, straightening up, and like putting things away. That just like sets me up to wake up really nicely the next day. And then I also have been enjoying having tea, even surprisingly in the summer. I just got recently back into that, and I feel like that really like relaxes me, and I like to have it while I read in bed, and then turning all the lights down low. It's just, I think it's I'm like getting to the point where I'm so ready for summer to be over, and I'm ready for fall, and I want to be cozy. So I've been in like this week definitely a mode of trying to do that. I made a curry one day, which is just ridiculous for summer. It's been so hot and so like disgusting, but we have been inside it quite a bit because of the weather, and luckily had those 2 wonderful books to kind of get me through that. And yeah, I'm gonna go check out more of those tomorrow, and then gonna wrap up the evening with a little tea, get to bed.